When I was younger, I really wanted to do like writing and photography. I always kind of liked telling stories. I think just because I couldn't make things different at home or in my communities, I kind of made it that in all my stories, if they were really happy, like creating a better world. The neighborhood I live in is considered mid-city, but it always struck out to me, and I remember like so much crime would happen in our side of the block. You literally cross the street and it's residential only parking and it's a gated community. Whenever we talk about middle school, they're like, oh, that was a turning point. And for sure, I remember 6th grade, that's the first time I got in trouble. That's the first time I got arrested. The way I grew up was very like prideful and very like tough. And so it wasn't even my fight. It was someone that, from my neighborhood, and she was getting beat up. And because of my pride, I was like, I can't let her get beat up because then it looks bad on me. So then, I jumped in and I beat up this girl, and, she pressed charges, and I got arrested, and it was a bigger deal. And I would steal anything I could and then just resell it to have my own money because my parents just didn't give me any. I remember I stole from the library a book once. I was like, now that I think back, I'm like, you could have checked it out. I also got caught like drinking at school, so then I got sent to like substance abuse classes. And so the judge made it very clear to me, like, if you don't get your act together, you're gonna go to, big girl jail. Like, you're not gonna go to juvie. I think the one that impacted me the most was like my first high school boyfriend. It was like a Thanksgiving break, and so I clearly remember saying bye to him. And then Monday came around and he wasn't in class. And, back then we didn't have cell phones yet. And then I got, the teacher was like, well, I need to make an announcement, but I need you to go to the office. And I just got a really bad feeling. And so then his mom was waiting in the office and told me that he had been shot, and he had gone on Thanksgiving Day to just pick up something from the market and never made it home, and he had gotten shot 7 times in the chest. And so he was he was 15. That's not what I want for my mom, because I was really, really sad for his mom when that happened. It kind of made me realize, like, oh, this isn't worth it. It isn't worth getting killed for. So the first time that I got brought to CII, I remember just really connecting with the therapist that was running the program. And I just felt like she really wanted me to change for myself, not for her. I felt like she cared. I think seeing someone, to me, growing up, they would always tell us, like, don't become a sellout, like, don't. So seeing her still be the way she was, still kind of had that, like, hood edge, but was so good at her job and was so respected. I liked seeing that. I was like, oh, I want to be that person. I want to be able to still be me, but, be a professional and have a good job and be successful, but not lose sight of who I am. I started changing the way I spoke. There's just no other word for it. I spoke very hood. Like, I said every other word was profanity, or I would use just a lot of like lingo that I'm like, oh, people don't know what I'm talking about. That's just how I spoke. And so I realized, like, people don't take you serious when you speak like that. So it was a lot of modeling. I'd hear how other people spoke and how they'd write, and I'd kind of observe that, and I kind of would just copy it. And like, oh, that's how people that have authority and are respected speak. And so it's so hard to leave that lifestyle. You can say, I'm out, but the people that remember you, the people you've done stuff to, the people that still are involved in that, they don't care that you consider yourself out. So I think I had just turned 19. I was just walking to the bus stop. I was coming to work, and I got jumped in my neighborhood by people that recognized me, and it was pretty bad. And I remember calling the therapist, and I was like, what do I say? Like, I just got this job. And she kind of, for a second, we considered, like, should we say you got mugged? And she was like, you know what? They know where you come from. They know that's why they hired you. She's like, let them know this is what happens. It's part of trying to get out of the neighborhood. And so I was really honest with my boss and with my coworkers, and I was like, this is what happened. And they were so supportive. And but I did come to work really beat up. I was so nervous the first time I got sent to see a client alone. I was like, what do I do? And I just remember Dee Dee being really supportive and telling me, like, you got this. Like, you just go talk to them. And that's exactly what I did. For example, I have a client right now where when we started, even the PO, because with COVID, was like, oh, you guys are still trying to meet with him? He's going to get locked up when this is over. And here we are 6 months later, and he's doing so well. We talk about Job Corps and the career he can get out of that. And we talk about his future and what he can do. And it's exciting to see that he's motivated and looking forward to something. What I've seen with my peers that didn't get this type of help is, a lot of them were teen moms and that struggled. Also, a lot of my peers and friends I went to school either are in jail or went to jail at some point. And I've had friends killed. I've had friends commit suicide because they felt that was the only way out. There was a therapist that, in her words, she told me, my son, who has been privileged all his life, is going to be able to go to college, and I don't think it's fair that you're not. So she helped me not only apply, but she even for 2 years, she reimbursed me for my books. I've been learning so much, and I really enjoy it. I think if 16-year-old me was to see me, she definitely wouldn't believe what I'm doing now. And I don't think she sees herself as a sellout. She'd kind of just be surprised. The growth that I've had, I never thought I'd be here, so I think I'd be just really surprised of how far I've came and just the people that I surround myself with now. I think she'd be proud.